San Antonio Water System Standard Specifications for Construction. Item No. 820. Concrete steel cylinder pipe AWWAC 301 or AWWAC 303 installation. 820.1 Description: this item shall consist of concrete steel cylinder pipe AWWAC 301 or AWWAC 303 installation in accordance with these specifications and as directed by the engineer. 820.2 Reference standards cited in the specification item. Number 820 refer to the current reference standard published at the time of the latest revision. 1. San Antonio Water System, SAWS. A. Specifications for water and sanitary sewer construction. B. SAWS Materials Specifications. 2. City of San Antonio, COSA, Standard Specifications for Construction. 3. Texas Commission of Environmental Quality, TCEQ, Chapter 290 Public Water Supply. 4. American Society for Testing and Materials, ASTM, International. ASTM A648, Standard Specification for Steel Wire, Hard Drawn for Press-Dressing Concrete Pipe. B. ASTM A1032, Standard Test Method for Hydrogen Embrittlement Resistance for Steel Wire Hard Drawn used for Press-Dressing Concrete Pipe. C. ASTM C33, Standard Specification for Concrete Aggregates. D. ASTM C35, Standard Specification for Inorganic Aggregates for use in gypsum plaster. E. ASTM C150, Standard Specification for Portland Cement. F. ASTM C497, Standard Test Methods for Concrete Pipe, Manhole Sections, or Tile. G. ASTM C1107, CRDC 621, Standard Specification for Packaged Dry, Hydraulic Cement Grout, Non-Shrink. H. ASTM D512, Standard Test Methods for Chloride Ion in Water. I. ASTM D1293, Standard Test Methods for pH of Water. J. ASTM E165, Standard Test Methods for Dye Penetration. K. ASTM E340, Standard Test Methods for Macro-Etching Metals and Alloys. L. ASTM E709, Standard Test Methods for Magnetic Particle Testing. M. ASTM E1032, Standard Test Methods for Radiographic Examination of Weldments. 5. American National Standard Institute, ANSI. ANSI/AWSA 3.0, Standard Welding Terms and Definitions. 6. American Water Works Association, AWWA. AWWAC 206, Standard for Field Welding of Steel Water Pipe. BAWWAC 207, Standard for Steel Pipe Flanges for Waterworks Service, sizes 4 inches through 144 inches. CAWWAC 301, Standard for Pressed Rest Concrete Pressure Pipe, Steel Cylinder Type, for water and other liquids. DAWWAC 303 Concrete Pressure Pipe, Bar Wrapped, Steel Cylinder Type. EAWWAC 304, Standard for Design of Pressed Rest Concrete Cylinder Pipe. FAWWAM9 Concrete Pressure Pipe. 820.3 Submittals, contractor shall submit manufacturer's product data, instructions, recommendations, shop drawings, and certifications. 1. Submit shop drawings and certifications signed and sealed by professional engineer registered in state of Texas showing the following. 2. Manufacturer's pipe design and thrust restraint calculations in accordance with AWWAM9, latest edition. 3. Provide lay schedule of pictorial nature indicating alignment and grade, laying, dimensions, welding procedures, fabrication, fitting, flange, and special details, with plan view of each pipe segment sketched, detailing pipe invert elevations, horizontal bends, welded joints, and other critical features. 4. Indicate station numbers for pipe and fittings corresponding to drawings. 5. Do not start production of pipe and fittings prior to review and approval by SAWS engineer. 6. Provide final approved lay schedule. 7. Include hot tapping procedure. A tapping of CSC pipe is only allowed by CSC manufacturer of pipe brand being tapped or CSC manufacturer approved by SAWS. 8. Submit certification from manufacturer that design was performed for project in accordance with requirements of this section. 9. Following notice to proceed and before initiation of manufacture of press dressing wire, submit following. A. Name and location of press dressing wire manufacturer. B. General description of quality control procedures used by wire manufacturer. C. Include physical and chemical property tests utilized, testing frequency and test records, and description of methods employed to assure compliance with AWWAC 301 or AWWAC 303 regarding wire surface temperature, type of thermometer, location of temperature measurement, frequency of temperature tests and test records. D. Approximate dates when wire will be manufactured for use in pipe. 10. Submit inspection procedures to be used by manufacturer and for quality control and assurance for materials and welding. 11. Submit standard repair procedures that describe in detail shop and field work to be performed. 12. Steel reports as required in AWWAC 301 or AWWAC 303. 13. Hydrostatic testing, acid etching, dye penetration, magnetic particle, and X-ray weld test reports as required. 14. Compressive strength, 28-day, test results for each type of coating, lining and core mix design. 15. Pipe manufacturer's certification that PCCP. A cylinder assembly has been hydrostatically tested at factory for 2 minutes minimum in accordance with AWWAC 301 or AWWAC 303. 16. Submit following for non-shrink grout for special applications. A manufacturer's technical literature including specifications for mixing, placing, and curing grout. B. Results of tests performed by certified independent testing laboratory showing conformance to ASTM C1107, non-shrink grout. C. Certification product is suitable for use in contact with potable water. 17. Submit proof of certification for welders. 18. Cylinder and joint ring assembly. A. Inspect physical dimensions and overall condition of joint rings and cylinder/joint ring assembly to verify compliance with requirements of AWWAC 301 or AWWAC 303. B. Test cylinder/joint ring weld for tensile strength. C. Reject dented steel cylinders. 19. Press dressing wire. A. Inspect wire spacing during wire placement on core. B. Test wire splices for each production run. 20. Pipe cores and coating. A. Review mill certificates for each load of cement for conformance to ASTM C150. B. Perform sieve analysis weekly for each source of coarse and fine aggregate for conformance to ASTM C33. 21. Prior to press dressing, inspect each core for voids, chips, cracks, deleterious surfaces and foreign matter. 22. Gaskets, randomly test rubber cord for diameter, tensile strength, elongation, compression set, hardness, and specific gravity after oven aging on 1 out of 100 gaskets. 23. Weld testing. A. Perform macro etching tests for complete penetration production welds on normal production weld tests. I. Complete joint penetration welds are defined in ANSI/AWSA 3.0. 2. Verify complete joint penetration by means of macro etch of joint weld cross-section. Macro etch technique in accordance with ASTM E340. 24. Perform ultrasonic or X-ray testing of manual butt welds for fittings and special pipes. 25. Perform die penetration testing of manual lap welds for fittings and special pipes and for joint ring weld onto cylinder. 26. Perform minimum of one set of weld test specimens in accordance with ANSI/AWSA 3.0 on each size, grade, and wall thickness at minimum of every 3,000 feet of pipe manufactured. A. Perform no less than one test per project by each welding machine and each operator. 27. Make available copy of physical and chemical testing reports and provide reports at request of SAWS engineer or inspector. 820.4 Materials. The materials for concrete steel cylinder pipe installation shall conform to the specifications contained within the latest revision of SAWS Material Specification Item No. 05-20, Pre-stressed concrete pressure pipe steel cylinder type. 1. Only AWWAC 301 and AWWAC 303 CSC pipe is allowed. 2. Only CSC AWWAC 301 or CSC AWWAC 303 pipe for 24-inch and larger is allowed. 820.5 Construction method. Concrete steel cylinder pipe shall be installed as specified within item number 812, water main installation of these specifications. 1. All joints shall be full weld. No skip weld shall be permitted. 2. Bell holes for concrete steel cylinder pipe shall be of sufficient size to properly join the pipe and place the required grout. 3. Subject to the above provisions, the length of excavation for bell holes below grade of the trench bottom shall be kept to a minimum. 4. All exterior and interior joints and exposed steel shall be grouted. 5. CSC encasing requires brush coat. No other spacer will be approved. 6. All CSC pipe to be constructed per approved manufacturer's make and lays. 820.6 Measurement. Concrete steel cylinder pipe AWWAC 301 or AWWAC 303 will be measured by the linear foot for each size and type as follows. 1. Measurements will be from the center line intersection of runs and branches of tees to the end of the valve of a dead end run. 2. Measurements will also be between the center line intersection of runs and branches of tees. 3. Where the branch is plugged for future connection, the measurement will include the entire laying length of the branch or branches of the fitting. 4. The measurement of each line of pipe of each size will be continuous and shall include the full laying lengths of all fittings and valves installed between the ends of such line, except that the laying length of reducers will be divided equally between the connected pipe sizes. 5. Lines leading to a tapping connection with an existing main will be measured to the center of the tapped main. 820.7 Payment for concrete steel cylinder pipe AWWAC 301 or AWWAC 303. Installed will be made at the unit price bid per linear foot of pipe of the various sizes installed by the open cut method. 1. Such payment shall also include excavation, selected embedment material, backfill, compaction testing, polyethylene sleeve, hauling and disposition of surplus excavated material, including all existing pipe, fittings, appurtenances to be abandoned or removed, installation of all-weather surface, and other required testing as per specification item number 804, excavation, trenching and backfill. 2. Materials paid on site will be in accordance with Table 1 of specification item number 100 mobilization.